Yo, what's going on guys, it's Bertrude, welcome back to the channel. Today we're using a big old strong boy. He's known throughout the lands between as the murder machine, and he likes to use big hammers and big axes to inflict as much pain and suffering as he possibly can. It's a really strong build, this one. Let's take a closer look at it in a bit more detail. So this one's a level 65 build. We've got 45 vigour, 29 endurance and 37 strength. In our flask we're using the opaline hard tier for the damage negation and the strength knot for a bit more damage. And here's a quick look at the armour and talismans that we're using on the build. So as I said guys, this is a big old strong boy, the murder machine, and is a specialist when it comes to big hammers and big axes. As you can see, we've got a good variety of each, and they've all got a selection of really hard hitting ashes of war. The game plan with this build is always to get in close and do some really big damage with these big strong weapons. The one exception to the hammers and axes on this build is the Starfist, and that's got the Horrorloo's Earthshaker. Again, just a really strong ash of war. This is only the second video now that I've edited together using my new PC and a new editing program, so I'm hoping you see a little bit of an improvement from the last video. I'm hoping for better video quality and hopefully better audio quality. Anyway guys, that's everything, so let's get into the invasions. So guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an absolutely awesome day. So yeah, the murder machine. This guy is an absolute nutter. He loves to brawl, he loves to get up in your face, and that is a game plan with this build every single time. We want to get up close and personal, and he wants to cause some absolute pain and suffering with his big weapons. He's not going for the precise kill. He doesn't want that quick, precision, pinpoint accurate blade through the heart for a quick death. No, he wants to make it last. He wants to break some bones. He wants to squash you to a pulp. That's what this build does. He's going to get in your face and he's basically just going to make life really hard. And the weapons that we're using are all designed to do that. They're all big hammers and axes. We're not using any swords or any of that nonsense. No. He wants to squash you. He wants to snap your bones. He wants to pulp you up to a mush. He wants the blood flowing. He just wants to squash you guys basically. He wants to get his big old hammer and put your head beneath it. That is his game plan. You can see we've got a good selection of weapons on this build, all really hard hitting, all really nasty looking weapons, and the ashes of war that we're using as well really do complement the build, complement the weapons and complement the play style. We've got the Starfists in our second weapon slot at all times. We've just got them all the time, they never change off the build, and that is our go-to when we're getting really pressured. You know, it's our go-to when I think it's maybe my last resort, or maybe I just want to finish them off in style. But either way, it suits the build. You know, the Horrorloo's Earthshaker, not to be messed with guys, it's just not to be messed with. And the Starfist as well on this build, they do a lot of good damage on their own. So as you can see, this host here, we just squashed his face with the Starfists. Nasty old looking weapon, you know. My fists do a good job on their own because the murder machine, you know, he can look after himself, he can throw down, he can throw a good old few punches right up on your chin. He can take a punch himself, you know what I mean? So if you want to go with a murder machine, let's go. Let's just go guys. You know what I mean? 3-time heavyweight champion of the world, this bad boy. If you want to throw down with a murder machine, he's all for it. But when he's got his spiky Starfists on, I wouldn't recommend it guys really, because you know, you're not going to have a nice time getting smashed in the face with a load of horrible nasty spikes. And then if you do start causing us a little problem, we'll just use the old Horrorloo's Earthshaker on you and just like rip the ground up from beneath you. And then I might just switch to one of my weapons and squash your face. So, you know, yeah, this build, the murder machine, is very good guys. It's a strong build, really strong build. Strength builds are always good, but when you put a good selection of weapons together like this, with a good selection of ashes of war, you really can't go wrong. So let's focus into this invasion. What have we got? Looks like we've got a wizard who's just doing his little pew-pews at us, and I always find it funny with these wizards when they're using the jellyfish shield. What is it guys with wizards and the jellyfish shield? I don't understand it, but they all seem to have this association, you know, they've got this love for the jelly. Wizards love the jelly guys. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the texture. They like the texture on the hand as they're casting the spells. Do you know what I mean? Maybe it's the texture of the jelly. Maybe jelly's their favourite food. Maybe they was all like stung by a jellyfish when they was younger. All wizards, they've had some kind of encounter or trauma with a jellyfish, and because of that, you know, they've got this kind of affiliation to the jellyfish shield. I don't know what it is, but they all seem to have it, guys. It just is what it is. But when you're the murder machine and you've got these big old strong axes, like the warped axe here, just chopping through his jellyfish shield, it's not doing him much good, is it? Because you know what I mean, it just didn't cause much of a problem in that invasion. Even with his jellyfish shield, and even with his spells. You know, I don't get it, guys. I just don't get it. I don't know why they all carry that shield. But either way, it makes no difference. A wizard's a wizard. They've all got no vigour, they've all got no brains. They just spam the spells and that's that. And then we run up to them with our big hammers and axes and we just squash the faces, guys. That's what we do. I just run up and I squash his face. Now look at this guy here. Break his shield, no problems. And then what is that? What is that? Look at that health, guys. Look at that vigour. As you can see from my reaction, I'm just trying to cause him to stop for a minute. Just stop. I need to have a chat with your host. Mr. Host, me and you need to sit down and we need to talk about Vigour Sunshine. I was happy to let you, just give you a bit of space then. I wanted to have a nice little chat. But then your summon came in and I thought, you know, it's a 2-on-1. You may have no vigour, but I'm just going to go and kill your summon for a minute. But then I attacked the summon. You know, he's giving me a bit of grief here. He's giving me a few attacks, so I'm just going to see what he's got. I want to see what he's got. I was going to let his host off. But then what is that? He's the exact same. Where is your vigour, guys? Like, you can see from my reaction in this invasion, I was just absolutely astonished. They've both got pretty much less than 400 vigour there on the builds. I just couldn't believe it. I was in absolute shock. I want to sit them both down and just have a little chat with Mr. Daddy Murder Machine. Look at that, guys. Look at that. I almost don't want to kill them both. I'm trying to just calm things down here. Like, stop, guys, stop. Stop. I'm willing to give you some runes. I'm willing to give you a little chat. You know, whatever you need. Just calm down. Stop attacking me for a minute. Stop attacking me, guys. Let's have a talk. Oh, right. That's it. You've had your last chance, Summon. You're going down, my friend. If you didn't keep spamming that Moonveil, you could have had your chance. You could have had your chance to survive, Mr. Moonveil. But no! You had to push it, didn't you? You had to push the murder machine. And that was a big mistake, my friend, because now you're about to get absolutely squadozzled underneath my big hammer and axes. Or the starfish, as I said. The murder machine can throw a few punches. Oh! Straight in your spine. Straight in your spine with the starfists. Now, Mr. Host, I've calmed down. Okay? I've calmed down. Just relax. Now, I like you. Here's some runes. Take them. Level up your vigour, please. Level up your vigour. I'm going to come back later and I hope to see you've invested those runes wisely. Don't go and spend them on a new TV. Don't go and buy any new trainers with them. You know, don't go and buy a necklace for your girlfriend. Use those runes and invest in your vigour, mate, and I'll see you later. Now, that last host, he caught me in a good mood, but that's my good deed done for the day. I let him off lightly, and now we're in the shaded castle and someone's going to pay. But this perfumer needs to get off this goddamn ladder because my head just went up his bumhole. Please move, sir. I've got a horse to track down and violently kill. Thank you very much. Get off my ladder. Let's make it to the top here and see what's waiting for us. Ah, we've got a couple of little schmeagles at the top of this ladder, have we? Waiting to pull the old fast one on me, were they? Waiting to ambush me, Well, I'm the murder machine, boys, and I eat ambushes for breakfast. And you don't know what you're up against, guys, because I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a bad mood. I just came across someone who had absolutely pitiful vigour, and I gave him a chance. I gave him some runes to level up. But the whole experience left a bit of a sour taste in my mouth, and now I'm going to take it out on you guys. You know what I'm saying? It's just the way of the world. I did a nice deed, I gave him a chance. But now, you're going to pay for it, guys. I know it weren't anything to do with you. I know your vigour is probably absolutely fine. But either way, I'm going to take my frustrations out on you both with my big old hammers and axes. Something about this build, guys, worth mentioning. I've said before on a couple of my other builds, I'm not the best when it comes to hard swapping. I don't claim to be the world's best hard swapper when it comes to my weapons. But a few of my builds I like to incorporate that playstyle, and this is one of them. My wind build, the name of the wind video that I put out a couple of videos back, that's another one where I have a few different selections of weapons on the build and I like to switch it up mid-combat. This is another one that adopts that playstyle, and it's really effective on this build in particular because we've got a good selection of Ashes of War and it keeps our opponents guessing. But anyway, back to the action, guys. We're in the Night Sacred Ground and I see another wizard with the jellyfish shield. Do you see what I mean? What is it with these wizards and this shield? I don't understand it. But either way, guys, he's going to pay because he's got the horrible Burger King mask on and the jellyfish shield. We jumped down off the top rope and squash. Oh, we just squashed him. Absolutely squashed him. Nearly killed his host in one. Or a loose Earthshaker. He somehow withstands that, but we break his guard. And then we just pummel his chest. Punch a hole right through it with his big shiny mask on as well. You look a bit stupid, mate. So I just squashed your face with the star fists. And unfortunately for you two, it's not over. It's just not over because I'm back in the Night Sacred Ground and look who it is. We're back with the big shiny helmet boy and this guy just can't take it. He's had enough and he jumps off. Look at that. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you so much pain that you had to jump off the map, but I'm going to join you. I'm going to give you a bit of company down there in the deep dark depths of wherever you just jumped off into, because that's the kind of guy I am. If I see you jump off the map, I'm coming with you. It's simple as that, because the murder machine is a bit of a nutter and he likes the thrill of jumping off the edge into the abyss when he doesn't know what's down at the bottom. I'm sorry guys, two absolutely horrendous invasions for you both there, but it's all fun and games, and it's a couple of encounters I'm sure you'll never forget after taking some of the worst beatings of your life. Now look at this guy, guys. What's worse than a Burger King wearing, jellyfish wielding, shield abusing, wizard spamming mage? Well, it's only someone who thinks he's in the goddamn Matrix with his sword doing all that fancy anime stuff, all the flips and the spins and the twizzles and all that fancy stuff, you know what I'm saying? He just keeps doing it, guys. He keeps doing it, but he doesn't know that he's about to lose his best friend there to a horrendous looking weapon. You know, that big old what is it? The Great Stars, isn't it? It's the Great Stars. It's just an horrible looking weapon. I think if there was a weapon in the game that I wouldn't want to take a hit off, it'd probably be that or the Rusted Anchor. Both of them are on this build. So either way, you know what I mean, you're going to have a bad time. You're just going to have a bad time. Like this guy off the top rope, and I just squashed him. Absolutely squashed him. I could have killed him there, but I'm going after his host. Not his host, his friend. I'm going after his summon. I'm going after his phantom. I don't want to kill the host. I want to let him watch as I destroy his life. Oh, and off you go. Off you go, deep down into the dark depths of the below. I don't know what's waiting for you down there, mate, but you're going to find out. Because I just sent you down and now I'm going after your best mate. I'm going after the host. And we miss with the uppercut, and that would have sent him flying into the heavens if it had just connected. But it just kind of missed, didn't it? So we're still fighting. I switched to the Rusted Anchor there for the old spinny on him. And if the spinny spin would have fully connected, maybe that would have pretty much finished him off. But it doesn't matter because we're well in control. Break his guard. I'm just punching holes in everyone's chests today, guys, with these starfists. I just punch another hole. I'm just making holes everywhere. You know what I mean? I like to make holes. Call me the digger. Call me the digger, guys, because I like to dig. I like to make holes. Only my holes are in your chest. And now look at these two. We've got two wizards. We've got two Moonveil spamming, abusing little schmeagles here. Look at this, guys. There's only one thing to do, and that's the Earthshaker. And look at this wizard with his bald head there, his little ball patch. I love that mask. It looks like he's got a ball patch. I absolutely love it. But he just couldn't withstand the earth shaking beneath his feet, guys, and it made him quiver. It made him cower away, and he just had enough. One sweep, one earthquake underneath him. He couldn't take it. And it's just as simple as that. And we're back on the old Great Stars here with the Lion Claw Moonsault. Oh, get squashed, wizard. Get squashed. I don't know what your figure was, but I don't care. I just impaled your head with the spiky Great Stars, and anyone would like to tap out after taking a hit like that. There's no shame in it. There's no shame in it. just go home and just rest your head, because it's going to be sore, mate. It's going to be sore after taking a taking a hit like that right to your cranium. Now what have we got? We've got this duo here in the capital, and we're doing some work with the warp taxis. The warp taxis, absolutely great weapon. I absolutely love these weapons. You know, there's something about the animation of this weapon. It just feels so weighty. It just feels so effective when you swing it. It's so satisfying. Great weapon. And we actually have 2 warp taxis on this build, and the idea is that we get in close and do a bit of damage with the first warp tax, and then we try and look for that quick swap onto the second one, as you can see here. And they don't notice we've swapped, and I just sent him up into the heavens, guys. I sent him up. I give him flying lessons. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. And he's dead. He's dead. I squashed him. And now I'm just going to go after his horse and just make things difficult, guys. I'm going to give him a little lesson in who the daddy is. There's only one daddy today, and it's the murder machine. Now, I weren't sure in this invasion if this guy was light rolling. I had a suspicion that he might be, or he might just be doing some of the best rolls I've ever seen in my life. But either way, he was doing a really good job of evading me, but at the same time, he knew I was his daddy. He just knew it, you know what I mean? He just knows that he's about to take a spanking for being a little pest. And the Earthshaker there just does it for me. It just does the job, and I follow it up, and I just give him a little spiky spike all up in his spine. I give him a little scratch on the back, guys, only the scratch came at the force of 1,000 men. Came at the force of a 100 grizzly bears raking down the middle of his back, and it just was too much. He just couldn't handle it, guys. And we're back outside the Morgoth's boss fight. Now, when you spawn in here, you're really lucky if they don't just fog wall you, but these two, they fancied it, didn't they? They think that they could take it, they think that they could handle it, and they don't know what's waiting for them. He's got his old whips, and I just bait him around this corner, and I just get the Earthshaker out, and it's as easy as that. He just didn't see it coming. He was too eager. He was a little eager beaver. He was a little it was a little confident little Jimmy, didn't he? Little Jimmy there, confident, running around the corner trying to get me. But he didn't know that I had the Earthshaker, guys, and now it's just his wizard friend with his girlfriend here, and his girlfriend ain't doing much, to be honest. Like, if they ever have this girl here, you know, I forget her name, whatever her name is, you know, she's doing her best. She's trying to help, but she's not really doing much, so I can pretty much just ignore her and just focus on this host here. And like, your friend there, she's not doing anything, dude. She's not doing anything, so you keep spamming your little spells. At least you've not got the jellyfish shield, I'll give you that. But get squashed under the lion's soul. Just get squashed under the lion's claw. The lion's claw just squashed you, and look at this. I can pretty much just ignore it. That damage is absolutely pitiful. Melina, that's it. Of course it's Melina. I just couldn't remember your name, Melina. No offence, darling, but you're obviously not that memorable. If you was, I'd have remembered your name, wouldn't I? If you did a little bit more damage, maybe I'd have remembered your name, but your damage is absolutely pathetic, as are you as a friend, as are you as a little helper, because you didn't do any good for that horse then. You didn't do any good at all. Anyway, I've spotted in this invasion that there was a little sneaky summon coming up behind me, and I just bait him in again for the Earthshaker, and it's just as easy as that, guys. The Earthshaker is such a good Ash of War to turn to if you get caught out like that. If someone's trying to sneak up and you just bait him in, and you just shake the ground beneath them, and they often just quiver, they often get scared, and they obviously just tap out for an early bath. They want to go home and get a nice little relaxing bath and just read a nice book in bed with a hot water bottle underneath the feet and get all cozied up and just whimper and try and recover from the torture and torment that you just put them through as you shook the ground beneath them. It was just all too much for him to handle, and now it's just me and the horse. And look at that weapon swap. I went for the Ash of War, missed the weapon, and they just give him a little kick in his balls. I just give him a testicle kick, guys. Anyway, let's get a proper weapon back out and finish off this invasion. Anyway, guys, this is the last one of the video. I hope you've all had a great time. As always, I've had an absolute blast making this one. I've had a blast recording the audio. I hope you notice an improvement in the overall quality of this video. Let me know in the comments if you do. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys, but besides that, all you've got to do is take it easy, look after yourselves, and I'll see you all in the next video.